Om Sai Ram. May Baba grant all the wishes to be fulfilled at the right time to all his devotees. Today, I will be talking about a beautiful story from the book Sai at 366, which talks about results of regular recitation, the happening on 7th July. A Banarasi couple from Amaravati reached London with children for their livelihood. They wanted to open a boarding and lodging house at London as per Indian ambience. Days were in their favor. The service they were giving in their boarding and lodging attracted many Indians. The landlady of the place, whose name was Aji Bai, used to look after all with love. London Indians had experienced the warmth and love of a mother in her presence. Time passed by. Her husband passed away. Her stepson had come to her and asked her to vacate the house and go away with her children. She became dumbfounded and feared. Sri Ramachandra Tukaram Kakade stayed previously in that house, sometime with his wife. She has seen the photograph of Sai Baba for the first time then. Ajibai used to take part in the puja conducted by Kakade. She used to prepare prasad on her own too. She could gather the details about the book that Kakade used to recite. Kakade gave her one recital book and photograph of Sai Baba and told her about the system of puja. Then she became the devotee of Sai Baba. She used to recite regularly the Shree Sai Satcharita every day. She could understand that Sai Baba was her constant companion and helper. It was then 42 years since Sai Baba had attained Mahasamadhi. She wanted to sell the little property that she had in London, as she felt that it was not possible to stay there in London with her children. She wanted to go to India. That day was 7th July year 1961. One gentleman came to her, asked her if she wanted to do a business of a boarding house. She was astonished, surprised. She felt it was impossible to take this task. That gentleman told her that there was a boarding house that belongs to people known to him. If she was willing, he would arrange the payment of the amount on installments. She agreed for the proposal. He has done all the arrangements. Later, this gentleman was not seen by anybody nor Ajibai. That gentleman made or helped her to stay back in the London city. She firmly believed that the gentleman was none other than Sai Baba. Who could refuse her thoughts? This is how she was blessed by reciting Shree Sai Satcharita for a long time. Recitation or recitation and worship without any expectations in return will certainly help at the time of need. Let us also recite Shree Sai Satcharita regularly. The moral of the story: it is very much necessary to understand what Baba expects from us. It is pure love and only love he expects from his devotees more than respect. If I have to get back to Sai Satcharita, if I remember all the instances written in Satcharita about Shama, a beautiful thought comes to my mind which I want to share. Shama has always maintained a friendly relationship with Baba. Though Shama internally knew that he was God incarnate, but the activities and actions and the way both of them used to talk, reciprocate, was very, very, very friendly. There were no limitations, there was no bonds or boundaries between them. It was all about love, care, and be as ease, treating him as one of his best friends. And through the means of friendship, Shama was blessed to learn the means of Paramartha through Baba. A classic example for all his devotees to follow. Hence, I would request all the Baba devotees, don't go always beyond prayers. Reading Satcharita itself is a prayer to Baba, and following what is written in Satcharita is a divine blessing, because Sai Satcharita is no different from a Bhagavad Gita. The essence of Bhagavad Gita is covered in 52 chapters of Sai Satcharita. All that we need is honestly following the principles taught in Sai Satcharita. Every chapter has its own significance. Every line has its own in-depth meaning. And as many times you read it, you keep getting different perspectives of the same chapter which you would have read earlier. That is the beauty of Sai Satcharita. Bow to Shree Sai. Peace be to all. For more audios, please visit saileelas.com. Jai Sai Ram.